Hello and welcome to another update video about Quant. We dive straight into the price action. My view is still that we moved up from or since the June low in a wave 1, in a 5-wave impulse to the upside. We are now coming down in a wave 2. That is still primary expectation. I have no evidence that the low in this wave 2 is already in. I think one more low is likely as long as we stay below $140, and we take a look at that. And after making a significant low here, I would expect us to rally in a wave 3 to maybe $380 and beyond. Yeah, then there should be a wave 4 and a wave 5. That is the higher level time frame. But what is interesting and important at the moment is really here to understand what is happening in the lower or on the lower time frame. Yeah, so in this wave 2, which is coming down here, which might be finished, but I don't have evidence for it yet. We came down in an A wave, we moved up or moved sideways in a B wave, in a triangle, and we are now coming down in this C wave. The C wave is a 5-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be my expectation. That what we've done here, where we peaked at $133, that this was only a wave 4 and is now coming down in a wave 5. The alternative to this is that we came down in a wave 1, we moved up in a 2, came down in a 3, we moved up in a 4, and the wave 5 was already in, and this is some kind of a wave 1. We're now coming down in a wave 2 and would rally in the next step. However, I don't have any evidence for it, and there is also no strong indication that this was the case, because what have we done in this wave 4? All we've done is to do what a wave 4 needs to do. The wave 4 did rally to the 38.2% FIB level, the $132 level. So that is what a wave 4 would normally do anyway. The wave 4 could indeed even move up to $140. That is exactly why I just told you that I don't believe we are in something more bullish unless we get back above that level. So at the moment, I continue to assume that this was a wave 4 high. Even if we go higher now, yes, it would be some bullish indication, but again, until we break above $140, I cannot reasonably assume that we are in something more bullish, especially as here we didn't have a 5-wave structure to the upside. It looks very corrective in a 3-wave pattern, which ideally now is coming down in 5 waves. So again, this is the key level. Before we get to $140, we've got this resistance area here anyway between 132 and 135 US dollars. So if we now try to make sense, I mean, this wave 4 makes sense to be a WXY pattern, where we moved up in a wave W here, A, B, C in W, then we had A, B, C in X, and then A, B, C in Y. So that makes perfect sense, and we're now coming down in this possible 5-wave structure in a wave 5, where we could say we topped here in a wave 4. We're now coming down in wave 5. The wave 5 is a 5-wave structure. So it could be a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, a wave 5. On the micro count here, we hit the support area. I think in the last video we talked about that we most likely come down to the channel support here. Now we've retested that. We've reacted to it. We've bounced to the upside now. And that would be perfectly in line here with this shorter time frame count, where we could say, yes, wave 1 could be done. Wave 1 of 5 could be done. We're now retracing in a wave 2. Again, this is micro counting, so it's subject to change, but we've now reached the 38.2% FIB level. That is, in my opinion, not yet enough for a wave 2. So ideally we push a bit higher, maybe to $123.30 or $125.60 in that region here, where we could see a reaction to the downside. This is, by the way, also a resistance area. So we had resistance here at the same level around $126. Well, here we didn't really get above it. Here we didn't get above it. Here we didn't get above it. So it is quite a bit of a resistance area there, and it's a likely area where we could find resistance for this small wave 2 and sell off in wave 3 to the downside. Target for the wave 3 to the downside, I can give you that as well. We would assume that wave 1 was done. Maybe we go up to $125, and then the target for the wave 3 could be $94, the 1.618 extension. Then we could move up in 4, maybe retest the channel from below, and then move down in a wave 5. That is how it would, in my opinion, ideally work out. Again, should we now move above the $133 $133 level, $132 level here. This imminent sell-off scenario is invalidated, but it does not really necessarily put much more emphasis on the bullish count. A little bit, yes, but we can't really focus more on the bullish count until we break above $140. It would be different if we were seeing here some kind of a proper impulsive price action to the upside, like screaming price action in an impulse, which we don't. This is at best just a leading diagonal to the upside, and to believe that, I need to see more evidence. Okay, so primary expectation remains down. Strong indication that we are coming down would be a break below that wave 1 low here at $114. Then we would take out the channel low, or the channel support, so we would break out of the channel and most likely come down then to those targets indicated. In the bullish interpretation, there's two ways. I can count all of this here as a leading diagonal wave 1, and we would come down now in a wave 2. Would need to find support somewhere in this range and could then rally to the upside. But again, the detail of this count isn't really important until we break above $140. The other possibility is that this was a wave 1 here in an impulse. We came down in an A wave, we moved up in a B wave, overshooting, which is quite rare as well. And then we're coming down now in the C wave. But the problem is then here that this A wave was quite low anyway, so it is getting quite unlikely because the C wave doesn't have much space unless it's a running flat, which would end above the A wave, but this is extremely rare. So there's a few problems with any bullish count here at the moment, so I'm rather focusing on one more low, unless we get really bullish price action above that $140 level. Okay, and that's my update about Quant. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.